Previously on The Greatest Estate Developer, our hero's empire grew at breakneck speed, outsmarting the system and crushing the enemy. But the true test of his mettle begins now, with a catastrophic event threatening to destroy everything. And now, the entire estate is on the verge of collapse, its foundations as shaky as the financial situation of the Frontera family. Suho Kim, a civil engineering student, is trapped in the body of Master Lloyd, the very noble responsible for the impending doom. Lloyd's addiction and laziness have led to this point, and Suho's knowledge of engineering holds the key to salvation. He must act fast. The situation is dire. Panic sets in as Suho's predicament worsens. He finds himself facing the Gigataton, the beast that will bring about his downfall. Suho's only chance lies in using his knowledge to outsmart the creature. He spots Master Padong, a seasoned fighter, and enlists his help. The Gigataton is closing in, and Suho is out of options. He knows he can't defeat the creature in a straight fight, so he's counting on his knowledge of engineering to give him an edge. Padong is still trying to buy him time, but every minute counts.
20 OM.
Lloyd watches as his mana blast hits the creature, but it's not powerful enough to stop it. He realizes the creature is too strong, and he needs a better plan. He recalls the concept of leverage and how it can be used to his advantage. He begins to think of a way to use the environment to his benefit, calculating the odds of success.
Am I in the right place?
Lloyd tries a new tactic, cracking a small hole in the creature's outer shell. He's exhausted from using his mana blast too many times, and he knows he needs to conserve his energy. Still, he refuses to give up, even when things seem hopeless. The estate master's final breath was a promise to reclaim a doomed kingdom within the next 3 hours. His exhausted gaze falls upon the mountain of debt, the weight of his family's financial crisis threatening to crush him. The words he whispers to himself echo with desperation. I'll protect this city, no matter what. His resolve is all that keeps him from giving up.
No hesitation. No mercy.
The clock is ticking, and time is running out. Javier's voice is laced with determination as he rallies his troops. Leave it to me. I'll protect this city. Master Lloyd's confident words, echoed in his mind, fuel his courage. Javier's face sets in determination as he decides to push on. He knows that the risks are high, but he's willing to take them to save the city. He continues to level up his Azrahan core technique, despite the steep cost of each level.
Level up RP needed equals.
Javier's eyes widen in horror as he realizes that he's short of the required RP. He needs RP to level up further, but he currently has only RP. The thought of failing sends a chill down his spine, and he knows that he can't afford to give up. Javier's attack collides with the incoming beast, the force sending shockwaves through the air. Dong's voice echoes in his mind, urging him to hold on. The beast's claws swipe wildly, but Javier's quick reflexes allow him to dodge the attack.
Don't think you can win, Javier.
The beast's power is unlike anything Javier's seen before, and he knows he must end this fight quickly or risk being overwhelmed. Javier's heart still racing, he surveys the battlefield, searching for an opening. Dong's voice in his head is growing fainter, and Javier knows he must end this fight fast. He spots the beast's weak spot and readies his next attack.
No, wait.
Suho Kim's engineering expertise is put to the test as he navigates his new reality in Lloyd Frontera's body. The stakes are escalating, and Suho's innovative inventions are the only hope for a better future. Suho's mind is racing with calculations and creative solutions, but he's also aware of the weight of his family's debt. Javier's words of caution echo in his mind. The city's safety is at risk, and the return of Gigataton looms large. Suho knows he must act fast, but Lloyd's carefree nature is a constant struggle to overcome.
My lord, I have to tell you, things are getting dire.
The city is careening towards catastrophe. And it's not just the looming shadow of Count Cremo's insatiable ambition that's got everyone on edge. His master plan is already minutes ahead of schedule, and the people of this land are bracing for the worst. Lloyd Frontera, the Baron's son, is as oblivious to the impending doom as he is to his family's mounting debt. His days are spent lounging in taverns, drinking away his cares, while his parents' pleas for financial responsibility fall on deaf ears. The family's financial woes are a ticking time bomb, and nobody seems to notice or care. A message, please, to Baron Frontera.
As Lloyd's mind reels from the events unfolding around him, a sudden commotion breaks out outside.
Shroven crunch.
It's chaos, and Lloyd is caught in the middle, unsure of what's happening or what's about to hit him.
A monster. Aram.
As Lloyd tries to sit up, Marbella rushes in, her presence a stark contrast to the earlier tranquility. She surveys the scene, her eyes scanning Lloyd's condition, before focusing on Arco. "You are also one of my subjects. I have a duty to protect my subjects." Lloyd's face contorts in a mixture of pain and embarrassment as Marbella rushes to his side, concern etched on her face.
Arcos.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter. More of the greatest estate developer is coming your way.
His life is uncertain, and the weight of their debt threatens to crush them all. Brian Lloyd's body is motionless, his face pale as stone. Newson, a faint whisper escapes his lips. Sir Javier's eyes widen in desperation. "I don't know. I can't tell if he is alive or not."
The doctor reveals that Lloyd's strength was the key to vanquishing the monster. The news shakes the community, and people begin to whisper about Lloyd's incredible abilities. Pat the hamster watches Lloyd's progress with wonder, his simple gaze a beacon of hope. The future looks brighter than ever, but the road ahead will be treacherous.
Lloyd did.
An enormous reward awaits Lloyd for his achievement, a reward that will change his life forever. The promise of wealth and power is intoxicating, and Lloyd's eyes gleam with excitement. The people's voices echo in his mind, urging him on, pushing him to greatness. Sir Javier's words are a siren call, beckoning Lloyd to greatness.
Bob-omb.
Lloyd's mind is reeling, trying to process the weight of his actions. He remembers using the triple core mana blast, a reckless gamble that could have cost him his life. But he is alive, and the people are counting on him. Lloyd's thoughts are a jumble of fear and doubt, but he knows he can't afford to give in. The Empress's words echo through the air, a command to investigate the contents of the letter. Lloyd's mind is reeling, trying to process the magnitude of the information. He thinks of the royal capital and the Gigaton's destruction, the words etched in his mind like a prophecy. His resolve hardens, and he finds the strength to stand up, his eyes locked onto Sir Javier's concerned face. Lloyd's thoughts are a jumble of fear and doubt, but he knows he must face the truth. He takes a deep breath, and his voice is barely above a whisper.
"I'll meet this man, Sir Javier, and I'll judge for myself."
Your coma just turned into a catastrophe, and it's about to bankrupt a kingdom. You're in a fantasy world now, but your financial woes are all too real. Lloyd Frontera, the lord of a crumbling estate, is you now, and you're in debt to the tune of thousands. Your social status has granted you a bonus reward of 1,500 gold pieces. That's a nice cushion, but it's about to be shredded. Your life savings just got wiped out by your coma. Now you're in charge of a failing kingdom. You're still trying to wrap your head around this new reality. Suho's conversation with the knight reaches a pivotal moment as they discuss the Gigaton's collapse. Suho's mana heart training is brought into question, and the knight's words highlight the consequences of neglecting his magical education. The kingdom's lord offers financial compensation to those who work for the reconstruction, But Suho sees this as an opportunity to use his engineering skills to create something revolutionary. The stakes are high, and Suho's decisions will shape the kingdom's future. He must decide whether to take the road of innovation or the safety of complacency. The situation escalates as Suho and the knight confront the consequences of the kingdom's infrastructure. Suho's gaze wanders across the crowd, taking in the sea of expectant faces. He's trying to muster the enthusiasm to convince them to follow him, but it's clear that he's not as invested as he appears.
If I could make money from every person here.
A cliffhanger emerges as the Count's carriage is caught in the chaos, leaving its occupants uncertain. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter, and get the latest updates on the greatest estate developer. The Frontier's greatest knight, Sir Byron, has just been brutally slaughtered by his own team's design. The Frontera estate's net worth just plummeted. The once thriving noble family teeters on the edge of bankruptcy. A mountain of debt, crippling taxes, and a crippling loan from a rival estate will surely seal their fate. But there's one glimmer of hope: Lloyd Frontera's long-lost nephew, Suho Kim, a civil engineering student who somehow found himself in Lloyd's body.
We need a miracle to survive.
What does that miracle look like? Suho, now in Lloyd's body, has his work cut out for him. Suho sometimes makes a face that makes Sir Byron want to punch him. The knight is frustrated with Suho's antics, but Suho's results are undeniable. Sir Byron is trying hard to keep a cool head, but it's getting increasingly difficult.
BRRRR.
Her Royal Highness's involvement in the situation means the end of Lloyd Frontera's carefree life as a noble. The news of his forced travel to the royal capital spreads like wildfire, and Suho is left feeling trapped. He recalls a previous misadventure involving a sea platform and a cursed lobster. Suho's anxiety spikes as he thinks about the royal court's expectations and the potential consequences of disappointing his ruler.
Once I'm on her radar, she'll call on me for the rest of my life.
To avoid drawing attention to himself, Suho considers pretending to be an idiot, but this plan scares him more than the thought of facing the royal court. Corporal Kim's relationships with his family are put to the test as he struggles to maintain his secret. The consequences of his deception hang in the balance as the truth threatens to tear everything apart. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter where the stakes keep rising and the truth keeps unfolding. The contract was signed, and the entire city was on shaky ground. I've heard the legend of Lloyd Frontera's exploits, but I wasn't about to believe in it without seeing it for myself. I had my reasons for skepticism. After all, anyone can be made to sound impressive by Count Cremo's storytelling prowess. Still, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of excitement at the prospect of meeting Lloyd in person. It's not every day that one gets to witness greatness up close.
I trust only what I have seen for myself.
I nodded in agreement. Lloyd's actions would speak louder than any words.
Others may think repairing the royal palace is the most urgent task, but Suho knows the truth. He recalls a long-forgotten history of a badly tempered dragon that took the palace's tower twice. This is why the entire structure was widened and flattened into its current shape, to prevent a third disaster.
Lloyd stands before Her Majesty, his words dripping with sincerity. As he speaks, Suho's mind is racing, remembering the Magina River's bridge, a ticking time bomb waiting to collapse under the strain of spring floods. Her Majesty's words, however, leave Lloyd and Suho on edge, for she despises sycophants yet trusts those with conviction. The Queen's subtle rebuke cuts through the silence, her words a testament to her expectations from Lloyd. Count Cremo, ever the cunning noble, notes Lloyd's calculating nature, while Sir Kyle seems to agree that Lloyd's shrewdness is unmatched. Her Majesty's response reveals a hidden tension between her and Lloyd, one that goes beyond mere duty.
Ha.
The cliffhanger is, the reaction of the king and his advisors is left uncertain, potentially putting their lives and happiness at risk. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter, and get ready for more thrilling romance and drama in The Greatest Estate Developer.
His own brother stands across from him, a chilling replica with an unsettling grin that makes Lloyd's skin crawl. The air is thick with tension as the two brothers size each other up, their eyes locked in a silent challenge. The Femigentano Royal Academy's opulent backdrop only adds to the sense of unease, a stark contrast to the chaos brewing beneath its polished surface. Lloyd's mind reels as he struggles to keep his cool, the weight of his family's secrets and debts threatening to crush him.
What are you doing here?
The question lingers, hanging like a challenge, as Lloyd's response hangs precariously in the balance.
Femigentano's growing suspicions are making Lloyd's life even more difficult. His brother is trying to push him into a corner, and Lloyd's not sure how much longer he can keep up the facade. Femigentano's gaze never wavers, his eyes locked on Lloyd like a challenge. Lloyd's heart is pounding in his chest as he struggles to stay one step ahead of his brother.
Your family is nothing. Just 'cause you come to a nice place like this.
Lloyd tries to brush off the twins' taunts, but they won't let up. They corner him and the situation escalates. Lloyd's defenses are down, and he's left reeling from the verbal blows. The twins sense victory, but Lloyd's not giving up yet.
You!
Lloyd takes 3 steps forward. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. The tension in the air was thick enough to cut with a knife. Lloyd Frontera is back on his feet, a fierce determination burning in his eyes. He's had enough of this bully, and he's ready to fight back. He takes a deep breath, and in a voice that sends shivers down the spines of his classmates, he says,
Don't worry. If he's dead, he can't bully you. But his words are laced with a hint of fear, a fear that he's never felt before.
The bully sneers, but Lloyd stands his ground, his voice growing louder.
Why is he suddenly so calm? The dean intervenes, trying to defuse the situation, but Lloyd's eyes never leave the bully's face.
It's like he was waiting for this to happen. The bully charges, and Lloyd's instincts take over. He dodges and weaves, trying to avoid the blows. I'd like to apologize for causing such a commotion. Lloyd takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself down, and continues.
I was merely...
Viscount Lacona's suggestion that they take a break to rest their minds and bodies is a cruel irony, a bitter pill to swallow. Lloyd's eyes narrow, his mind racing with the memories of his friend, Javier, who has witnessed his transformation. Javier's words of caution. Javier, what are you talking about? This is Lloyd we're talking about. He's a brute and it's his plan. And Lloyd's estate is now being built by someone else, using the exact same body. That thought sends a jolt through the air. I'm not sure what's more astonishing, the fact that this is happening or that Lloyd seems to be enjoying it. He's got a drink in his hand and a sly grin on his face. This body isn't his, but he's making the most of it. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. Lloyd's eyes flicker towards the door, and his grin grows wider. Javier's voice sends a shiver down my spine. He's suspicious, and I'm not sure why. Lloyd and Julian's experiment takes a dark turn, but Lloyd's response is bizarre. A giant hamster appears, and they set it loose on the pizza dough. The result is chaos, with the hamster rampaging through the room. Lloyd's calm demeanor in the face of this mayhem raises more questions than answers. What's going on behind those innocent eyes? With their newfound knowledge, Lloyd and Julian complete their tutorial on modern suspension bridge cables. The outcome is a resounding success, but at what cost? The tutorial concludes with a sense of accomplishment, leaving me wondering what Lloyd has gotten himself into. Lloyd's anxiety spikes as he considers the fate of those who would be crossing the bridge. He imagines the scenes unfolding, the screams, the panic, the bodies scattered across the ground. He feels a sense of dread wash over him as he thinks about the lives he would be responsible for taking. His eyes widen with fear as he tries to envision the aftermath of a disaster. You arrogant prick? Is that a threat? Haha, the emotional stakes, what a character gained or lost. Lloyd gains valuable experience but loses his sense of control and freedom. The cliffhanger, what is left unresolved going forward? The estate's completion and the fate of Lloyd's family remain uncertain. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter. The Magina Bridge is a disaster waiting to happen. Built to last years, it's on the cusp of a catastrophic collapse within its first week. This bridge is the lifeline of Magina City, a feat of engineering that has been touted as an example of the Builders Guild's prowess. The Magina Bridge has stood for years, a testament to our skill and craftsmanship, boasts Victor, the guild leader. But the official sitting beside him has a different tale to tell, one that threatens to upend the entire reputation of the guild and the queen herself. The official starts to weave a narrative, one that begins with the Magina Bridge, built by Victor's predecessor. Victor's plan to clear his name is put in motion. The official, confident in his innocence, prepares to prove his vassal's guilt. Lloyd senses an opportunity to turn the situation to his advantage. He thinks quickly, determined to outsmart Victor and the official.
I shall prove my vassal's innocence. Lloyd's thoughts spin with possibilities.
Just as Lloyd sees a chance to turn the tide, chaos erupts. The official summons the confession spell, a powerful magic that will reveal the truth. Lloyd realizes that he must act fast to prevent this from happening. He calls out to the queen, hoping to reason with her and prevent a catastrophe. With the Magina Bridge's construction finally complete, Suho's family's finances begin to flourish. The bridge's completion sparks a wave of economic growth, and Suho's family is showered with rewards. Suho's dreams of becoming a rich bum are within reach. But as he counts his riches, he's forced to confront the reality of his new circumstances.
All hail our darling queen.
Suho's mind is buzzing with new opportunities, but he's not done yet. Suho names the Magina Bridge after himself and his knight, Lojavi, in a bold move that earns him both praise and criticism. Victor, the guild leader, is taken aback by Suho's audacity, but Suho's not one to back down. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter, as the story unfolds with a flash of action, a slam of betrayal, and a grin of intrigue. The king's most trusted advisor is now the target of a queen's very public execution decree. The air crackles with desperation as Queen Alicia Termina Magentano's words echo throughout the land. Suho Kim, still reeling from his sudden transfer into the body of Lloyd Frontera, feels the weight of the royal court's displeasure bearing down on him. He realizes the truth. His family's dire financial situation is only part of the problem. The kingdom's corruption and inequality are festering wounds that threaten to destroy everything.
I hereby proclaim the following. He is the son of a country baron, and on top of that, he caused the sanction of high-ranking officials like themselves.
The days that follow are a whirlwind of activity as Suho works to uncover the truth behind the Academy's corruption. He's aided by his knight and the Queen's advisor, but the stakes are high. Suho knows that one misstep could mean disaster.
My darling queen, she's completely forgotten I exist. Now I just need to sneak back to the countryside and enjoy the fruits of my labor. Hee 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 hee. Ha ha ha.
Suho's eyes narrow, his mind racing with the implications. He knows Lloyd Frontera's plan is far from over. The Queen's advisor is summoned to the palace, where he receives a surprise message from Queen Alicia. Queen Alicia's patience wears thin, and Lloyd's eyes betray a mix of fear and nervousness. He knows that one misstep can seal his fate, but Suho's plan relies on Lloyd's ability to adapt. The Queen's advisor, Azrahan, chimes in, and Lloyd's eyes dart towards him, weighing his options. Suho can feel the tension build, and Lloyd's thoughts swirl as he tries to navigate this treacherous landscape. The Queen's next words will either break or make Lloyd.
Did you not hear my command to draw near?
The outcome hangs in the balance, and Suho's plan teeters on the edge. Lloyd takes a hesitant step forward, his eyes locked on the Queen. The cliffhanger looms large as the main character is left to navigate the treacherous waters of accusations and uncertain consequences, awaiting the Queen's verdict. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter of the greatest estate developer's gripping story unfolding. A duel unfolds in a majestic hall. Suho, now in Lloyd Frontera's body, skillfully parries 3 poisoning strikes from Sir Kyle's blade. The air is thick with tension as Lloyd's instincts take over, and his hands move with a life of their own. Sir Kyle, taken aback by Lloyd's unexpected speed and agility, growls out his frustration, but Lloyd remains focused, his eyes locked onto the knight.
Gare.
Only a sword master can conjure it.
The clock is ticking. Every second counts. The key action of this chapter is the greatest he is about to unleash his ultimate plan to surpass the current no. The estate's defenses crumble, and the land's fate hangs by a thread in the merciless grip of its owner. Lloyd Frontera, a man accustomed to idleness, now finds himself at the crossroads. The family debt weighs heavily, and desperation sets in. No hesitation, no mercy. Master Padong seethes with anger, his eyes blazing with a fierce determination. He recalls the words of his ancestors. A true noble must defend his land with everything he has.
You've finally grown some spines, Lloyd Frontera.
Lloyd's face contorts in a mix of confusion and frustration. He has no intention of dying for a cause he doesn't believe in. The land falls, and with it, the family's hope. Lloyd Frontera's world turns upside down in a matter of seconds. He unleashes a hidden potential, combining his engineering skills with a hint of magic. His massive cannon-like creation comes to life, destroying everything in its path. The force is incredible. It's as if Lloyd has tapped into the very fabric of the world. He's a force to be reckoned with, and his enemies are caught off guard.
Unbelievable. He can use that like a cannon?
Lloyd Frontera finds himself in a desperate standoff, his eyes fixed on the charging soldiers. He decides to brave the storm and defend a crucial spot, buying precious time for his plan to unfold. Lloyd Frontera, now in Suho's body, finds himself in a desperate situation. The conflict unfolding between him and Master Padong is intense, and Lloyd's only hope is to use his engineering knowledge to turn the tables. With no time to waste, Lloyd focuses on gathering his thoughts, recalling the secrets of the world he used to read about. He recalls the principles of magic and the properties of the world's unique elements. This could be the key to changing the course of his destiny.
Warning, Master Padong is charging.
Lloyd knows he can't hold back. He must take action now. Lloyd knows he can't hold back. He must take action now. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter of the greatest estate developer's intense unfolding story. The city's darkest secret just took its most notorious hit, the last great estate developer. Lloyd Frontera, the lord with the most to lose, lies on the edge of disaster. His family is drowning in debt, and the kingdom's powerful don't like loose ends. Lloyd's empire, built on shaky foundations, is ready to crumble. His enemies can smell the sweet taste of victory. The city's most powerful developer is dead, and no one knows who gets the last bribe. The silence is broken by the sound of Lloyd's own hammer smashing the anvil of despair. His eyes snap open, and the world around him is the last thing he expects. Steiger's frustration boils over as he questions Lloyd's sincerity. Lloyd's words are like a slap in the face, and Steiger feels like he's being toyed with. He tries to push back against Lloyd's aura sword, but it's like trying to move a mountain. Steiger's emotions are raw and exposed, and Lloyd takes advantage of his weakness.
You're playing with the embers while you're saying it. How can I believe you?
Lloyd's smile is a thin-lipped line, and Steiger feels a chill run down his spine. Lloyd's words are like a punch to the gut, leaving Steiger reeling. He tries to explain the concept of the triple heart circle, but Lloyd is uninterested. Steiger is caught off guard, and Lloyd's aura sword slices through him, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Steiger screams in pain as his body is consumed by the mana from the aura sword. Lloyd's words are dripping with sarcasm, and Steiger feels humiliated. Lloyd's power is unlike anything Steiger has ever seen before. Steiger's world is about to be turned upside down as Lloyd's aura sword cuts through him. Lloyd's attack is merciless, and Steiger's body trembles as the mana from the aura sword courses through him. Steiger's mind is reeling as he tries to comprehend the true extent of Lloyd's power. The cliffhanger is a sword master emerges, threatening Seo Juno's grip on the treasure. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter.
Lloyd's mansion is a poisonous death trap, a ticking time bomb waiting to unleash its fury. The air reeks of neglect, and the sound of creaking woodwork echoes through the halls. It's a miracle Lloyd's still alive, especially with the family's crippling debt weighing down on them like an anvil. He's a lazy noble, drowning in his own misfortune, and his love for drink has only made things worse. Lloyd's life is on the precipice, and it's a wonder he's still standing. "Your Majesty, are you well?" "No, I'm not well. Not at all." The aftermath of the supercharge is still unclear, but Lloyd is left feeling drained and exhausted. His body still radiates an aura of power, but the true extent of the damage is unknown. Lloyd takes a moment to assess his surroundings, still trying to process what has transpired. He looks around the room, taking in the changed environment, as if searching for clues to what he can do next. Lloyd begins to ponder his next move, still trying to keep his bearings in this unpredictable reality. As Lloyd slowly regains composure, the system voice kicks in once more, providing a new update on his abilities.
Lloyd and His Majesty quickly move to apprehend Kyle, their movements swift and precise. But to Lloyd's surprise, the new figure appears, wielding an aura sword. Lloyd's eyes widen in shock. "Javier? What's with this guy?" Is that, as the investigation unfolds, the true culprit's identity remains shrouded in mystery, leaving everyone on the edge of their seats. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter of The Greatest Estate Developer.
The city is a suffocating cage, its labyrinthine streets a constant reminder of the Queen's iron grip. Her construction decrees have turned it into a sprawling, nightmarish complex. Lloyd Frontera's stomach churns with each passing day, as the weight of his family's mounting debt crushes him. His nights are spent huddled in the darkness, trying to come up with a way to escape this living hell. "I'd love to get this all wrapped up and go home, but this assassination attempt against the Queen..."
The Queen's response is one of disdain, her words dripping with condescension. She sees Javier's actions as a personal betrayal, and she's not willing to let it slide. Lloyd knows he has to find a way to defuse this situation before it escalates further. The Queen, what an elegant way of saying you would rather die than serve me. Lloyd's eyes narrow as he thinks about Javier, the young noble who brought down Sir Kyle. Javier's response is one of humility, his words barely above a whisper. He knows he's taking a risk, but he's willing to do whatever it takes to protect his lord.
As Lloyd navigates the treacherous landscape of court politics, he stumbles upon a cryptic message that hints at a darker future. The Queen's words come back to haunt him, and he realizes that the fate of the estate is inextricably linked to the assassination attempt against the Queen. The weight of responsibility settles heavily on his shoulders, and Lloyd knows that he must tread carefully, lest he becomes the next target. Every decision, every move has the potential to shift the course of history. The fate of the Queen, the fate of the estate, Lloyd's choices will dictate the course of destiny.
The royal guard's loyalty is tested as the greatest he orders his men to defy their king's orders. The emotional stakes are high as our protagonist must confront the moral cost of his growing power. The cliffhanger lies in the mysterious woman's cryptic words that leave our protagonist bewildered and searching for answers. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter of the greatest estate developer's thrilling storyline. The entire city is on the brink of collapse, and the estate developer's reputation is on the line. A desperate Lloyd Frontera, now trapped in this world, stares at the dwindling funds before him, his mind racing with the thought of bankruptcy. The weight of his family's debt hangs in the air, and his only hope lies in finding a solution. Cursed, what kind of ending is this? Lloyd exclaims, his words laced with a mix of frustration and despair.
What have I done? Why did I fall asleep reading that book?
The thought sends a chill down his spine. Lloyd's eyes widen as he recalls the events of the fantasy novel he was reading. Lloyd takes action, determined to stop the locust swarm and save his family's estate. He sets out to design a solution, racing against time to prepare for the impending disaster. The fate of his family's estate hangs in the balance, and Lloyd is ready to take on the challenge.
I've designed a new irrigation system that will increase crop yields by %.
Lloyd's determination grows as he confronts the reality of the impending disaster. He knows the entire Cremona region will be reduced to dirt if the locust swarm is not stopped. Lloyd realizes the true extent of Asfahan's plan and vows to stop them. Lloyd's determination is starting to waver as the hamster's words are laced with deceit. But he refuses to give up, knowing that he has to stop the locust swarm no matter what it takes. He asks the giant hamster to grant him access to the estate's resources, including the cavalry and wizards. The hamster agrees, but Lloyd senses that there's a catch. He's not sure what the hamster's true intentions are. Lloyd's thoughts are racing as he tries to navigate this complex web of alliances and rivalries. The fate of his family's estate hangs in the balance.
I have never met anyone as suspicious as you, but I like that we understand each other.
The emotional stakes are heightened as Cam's baseless speculations are proven true, gaining her crucial insight but also losing trust with others. The cliffhanger is that Cam's life is now under attack from all around, with intense firepower from two people making her situation dire. Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter of The Greatest Estate Developer. The greatest estate developer lies shattered, crushed beneath his own masterpiece, an engineering marvel that should have changed the course of history. But now it slams the doors shut on any hope of redemption. His family's future, already on the brink, teeters on the edge of disaster. The weight of responsibility, the burden of debt, and the crushing fear of an uncertain tomorrow all pile up like an avalanche. His friends, his family, and even his name are nothing more than distant memory.
Emily, help!
The cry for help echoes through the empty halls, a desperate plea for anyone who can hear.
A giant hamster bursts into the room, sending debris flying in all directions. The beast is a sight to behold as it charges through the destruction. Great orc warriors, today may be your last. But we will keep our oath with our brother's family, Inc. 0001 inch.
The ruthless knight's voice booms through the chaos, his eyes scanning the room for the perfect moment to strike. The villagers won't stand a chance. We will crush them beneath our feet. Stay sub to Manhwa with Hari or you'll miss the climax.
Suho Kim finds himself trapped in the body of Lloyd Frontera, a noble in a fantasy world. As Lloyd's creations continue to malfunction, the villagers are caught off guard, and Lloyd's reputation teeters on the brink of disaster. The situation spirals out of control, but Lloyd refuses to give up. He spots an opening to use the locusts to his advantage, and with the help of his ally, they devise a plan to lure them away from the village. Lloyd's understanding of engineering and the world's magic comes into play as he designs a system to harness the locust's energy. "Harder!" his ally shouts, urging him to push the system to its limits, and Lloyd smiles, knowing he's on the right track. The 665-6666 Viscounty of Lacona is in free fall. Water bills are devouring the estate,
leaving nothing but shattered finances and desperate souls. Lloyd Frontera, the lazy noble whose family's fortunes are dwindling faster than a sinking ship, is powerless to stop the impending doom.
Don't even think about being late with your water bills. The sound of Yuya's warnings echoes through the halls, but Lloyd is too caught up in his own apathy to listen.
He takes another swig of his drink, ignoring the signs of a disaster unfolding before his eyes. The future is a dark abyss, and Lloyd is about to take the leap. In a last-ditch effort to turn the tide, Lloyd orders Siam to jump onto the giant hamster, using it as a makeshift steed. The plan is to use the hamster's speed and agility to outrun the swarm. Lloyd's calculations are spot on, but Siam's exhaustion is starting to take its toll. As they leap into the unknown, the stakes are higher than ever, and the outcome hangs precariously in the balance. The fate of Lloyd's family and the future of the estate hang in the balance. The leap is executed, but not without consequences. Siam and the hamster are met with a hail of teeth and claws as they attempt to outrun the swarm. The battle rages on, with neither side yielding. Lloyd's inventions prove invaluable, but the swarm adapts, finding new ways to attack. More traps! Lloyd yells, his engineers scrambling to set up new obstacles. The fate of the estate hangs in the balance, and Lloyd's determination to save it drives him forward. Gracio charges into the fray, his sword slicing through the swarm. "Hold your ground," he bellows, his voice a balm to Lloyd's frazzled nerves. The tides of battle turn in their favor as Lloyd's plan comes together. Siam and Gracio fight in perfect sync, their movements a testament to their training.
Subscribe to Manwa with Hari so you never miss a chapter and stay ahead of the game.